And this one have also some history.
This one, no history. This is a new piece. In other
Okay.
words, it's like it's not old. It's the bladesmith, swordsmith, made this one for me, and it's new.
Mm-hmm.
So some of the like old pieces in Japan,
Mm-hmm.
it could be 100, 200, 500 years old. Do you believe in ghosts?
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, some Thais actually are afraid to own like an old piece because they say that the spirits,
Yeah.
the owners comes with it.
Oh, I mean, yeah, Thai people, especially like you have a, you have a small house outside the house, right? They put the ghost there, whatever,
Exactly,
right? And
exactly.
Philippines have also big beliefs. They call this wak wak. There's many movies in the Philippines, right? So it's similar, and they even put when the woman's pregnant, they put on the woman the towel, wet towel, so it's a protective because it's like they say the wak wak killing unborn baby. So to protect you, we need to put towel on the head. And I lived before on the like a ghost island, Siquijor Island in the
okay.
Philippines. Yeah, so it was many like healers and the people talk about the ghost. They see the ghost,
Have
But,
you seen a ghost before?
No.
Okay.
But I feel, in general, like, I believe like it's just different dimension, the beings from the different dimension. So can be us, can be other beings, other spirit. So I'm definitely believe it because it's, our feelings, our senses, it's not everything what we have. It's very limited, we know it's much more things, even the animals communicate, plants communicate without our, awareness and everything. So definitely for me, it's something what I know for sure. It's a science anyway right now. Connect with the communication with the plants, with the animals and everything. We cannot understand this, but it exists. How about you?
Well, what I saw was last year actually. It was in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
So it was more like a darkness and a smoke, like a mist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I didn't actually see the form of it. And well, the story is that it's not a story, right? It's last year I went to Japan and went with my students, and we went to this rock.
Mm-hmm.
It's called the Iwato Seiseki. It's a rock which, if you watch animes and manga, you heard of Demon Slayer?
Yeah, I hear about this.
Okay, so Demon Slayer is like there's one episode when the main protagonist, he fights with a ghost, sparring with a ghost, and then he cuts the ghost or something, and it turns into a rock, and the rock is cut in half. This episode actually is a legend of the story, which was in our history of the Shinkageryu for a long time, and they used this story as an anime.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a legend in our dojo. So this place is real. So we go to this place, the Iwato Seiseki, the rock. So we're just there, look at the rock, and there's a shrine right close there, my students paid respect, etc., and then we did our sword styles and stuff. It was only 4 p.m. at that time, and then all around there was no animals to be seen. The wood, it was deep in the woods in the mountain. It was so quiet, very, very quiet. And I was doing like the kenjutsu forms, the kata, it's kind of like the techniques and the dances. And then I hear, it's not we were there, 5 of us were there together, yeah. And I heard sound of a crow. You know how the crow sounds, like it goes ga ga. Yeah, sound of a crow. It's okay, but that's weird because in the beginning there was no sound at all. Everything was quiet, and you hear a crow, and then it's just making sounds. And then as soon as we finished the kata, I kept my sword, kept the bokken, kept the stuff. And then you hear the sound of the crow again. And then, believe it or not, the sound of the crow turned to human sound. But it was a human sound like a warning sign. It was like a scream. And it was so chilling that my hair stood up. And my students look at, we were like for example, keeping this. So you hear the sound, the scream, from a crow to a human scream. We looked at each other. And I'm like, okay, guys, it's time to go. Let's go. Right? It was keeping stuff. One of my students ran away. He ran right away, and I shouted. I told him to stop. Yeah, stop. Wait for us, because going up to the place, it's kind of steep. There's small cliff and stuff. He can fall down the cliff if he runs. And even though it was 4 p.m., it suddenly went dark. At that time, it was really dark. Yeah, I had pictures and everything, and I knew that scream was not normal. So we kept everything. And while we were keeping the sword and stuff, getting my stuff, getting ready to go down, we heard it again. The scream, it was coming again. And it felt as though it was coming everywhere, all around us. So when I looked around, it's probably my eyes playing tricks with me, but it's more like I saw like a mist and a darkness. That's it. But I didn't see, I didn't see any form or anything. But it wasn't coming close. It was just like hovering around there, around. It didn't come close. It was a bit far away. And so then we started going down. And at this time, I told everyone, you walk first. I'll be behind. Of 5 people, I'll be the person behind. So if anything happens, I can die first. That's what I'm thinking. I can protect the other guys. But one of my students like, no, sensei, I'll be behind. Yeah, I'll protect you. I'm like, what? Wow, this guy's good. But there was other students which, they didn't care.
And everyone feel it, right? Everyone was like the part of the.
Yes, all five were the
experience.
Yeah, all of us experienced it.
Yeah.
Some of us said that he saw it. I didn't see it, but some of them he said they saw it. But everyone experienced it, heard it. It was not normal.